So welcome back to A-Level Paper Information Technology for Feb-March 2025. We have been doing paper 2 previously and we're done with task 1 from paper 4 now. You will find a link in the description that contain the list for all the videos of Feb-March 2025 for including S-Level and A-Level videos. It will be all in it. You can go to the playlist section. You will find all the playlists for each. You're going to find all the papers over there. So let's scroll down to task 2. In task 2, it's a graphics creation now. It's asking you to create a jigsaw piece template as shown over here. And the piece must be based on 80 millimeter square. So having an 80 millimeter square, that means the square itself going to be 80 millimeter. That means from here till here. This extra part is not included. So obviously this is going to be 90 up to 92. While the height is going to be 80. All right, so sorry. Okay, we're going to have also this small piece over here that going to be from part from the jigsaw piece. So we need also to make it. So for that, we need to make it very accurate. Why? Because over here, you need to fit all the pieces together. And to do so, you need to make all those parts to be identical with each other. What I mean, this piece and this piece, this part, two parts. All right, let's go back to now Illustrator. So over here, we need to set our to be 1880, but actually we need to extend the height a bit and it will be up to 92. So click on create. So over here, we're going to go to, first of all, let's add the ruler. So press on Control and R. Adding the ruler, there is one more thing that I want to add it. Let's go to view. From view, let's go to rulers and add show video rulers. This is going to be very helpful whenever you're working. Okay, now let's go to the square, this rectangle over here, square, and click on it. And then anywhere in the work area, just click one time. You're going to be asked what's the size of the rectangle you want to put it. So currently we want 80 in 80 millimeters. So we got our rectangle over here. Let's set it properly. Okay, and let's keep the borders with black, and we need to set the inside color. Inside color was a bit too yellow, a bit dark yellow. So let's check it. Okay, it's quite a good coincidence that I got the color from the first time. Now we need to add those extra parts. So for those extra pieces, as you can see, it needs to be, the width needs to be 12 and the height needs to be 20. So for that, I need to set the guides. So the guides, I'm going to drag them from the up ruler and the left corner rulers over here. So this, I'm going to put this first guide because to draw it, I need a guide, a proper guide. So it's going to be between 30 and 50. So drag one. We're going to set it over 30. We need to zoom it to make it exactly, and another over 50. Let's zoom then, and the closer the zoom in it is, the more accurate the guidelines are. I think my guidelines are locked, so I'm just going to unlock it. I will tell you sometimes I have to lock it, so you can unlock it back again. And the previous one is on 30. So okay, so the next one, okay, I have this line. It needs to be 12 millimeter. So that is totally up to 80. So this is going to be 68. So let's go and drag it from here to be till 68. Okay, now I can draw it, but I'm going to add some extra parts. You can see when I'm going to start to draw it, I want this piece to be identical with this part over here. So I want it to start from the same location and end in the same location, not to be chaotic. For that, we need to add let's add one more internal grid line. So I'm going to drag it and put it here. Another, I will put it over here. And let's make sure of the distances between them. Let's make it 1 millimeter away. So let's put this on 31. And the next one, let's make it 49. Okay. One more thing I'm going to add, as I'm going to use a pen tool, I'm going to start the point from here and put it over here. Okay, or I can just directly do it from here to here, but it might not come properly, so I'm going to start the point from here. If you know how the pen tool is working, I'm going to explain it in a minute, but the pen tool, usually you need to select some midpoints to draw the next point. So I'm going to put a mid line over here, and this line is going to be on 40. Alright, so for zooming you can use control, and I'm using control together with the mouse scrolling, or you can use control minus and control plus, and control minus, control plus, or control 0 for fit in picture. Okay, that's for this. For this part, all I need to do, I just need to set it between 30 and 50, because what we're going to do, we're going to cut this piece and then paste it over here. We're going to put two pieces, one here, one here. Why? Because I want it to be identical, because later we have to fit in all those pieces together. So let's go start now. Let's choose the pen tool, zoom in a bit over here. We're going to start from this inside point till here and then over here. How the pen tool is working, pen tool usually start with the first point, and then you can put next point, third point, fifth point, so on. You can keep using, and at the end you can close the path. As you can see, you can color it, you can adjust this as you like. And let me set mine so we can start now. Alright, this is the piece. I'm going to delete it, and let's start now. So select the pen tool, we're going to put the first point over here. As you can see the intersection, that means the right place. After that, let's put the point over here. As you can see the intersect, I'm looking for the intersect over here, and okay, this is the wrong one. I selected the wrong one. Let's select this one. They're more or less the same, but there are a few differences between them, so let's just keep on the first one. So let's start back again. So put it on the okay, and then you can see there is that line that it's asking me where do you want to put it. I'm going to put the point over here, but do not release the mouse click. Keep holding and try to find the right curve. So I have, alright, this is okay. Sorry, I need to take it till the outside guide. Can you see this outside guide over here? So we need to take it till outside to make it like a curve. I'm going to reduce the size a bit and undo, and then let's do it back again over here. Find the intersect and over. Okay, it's coming perfect now. You can see you can find the right curve, and then that's it. Release it. I'm going to take it out a bit more, just to outside. Okay. Okay. Alright, I made it a bit too in, and then finally I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to put the last, or before the last point over here, find the intersect, and it's going to make it identical for you. Can you see the first part is identical to the second part that I'm going to make it? And then the last one, go back over here till you get this icon. Can you see this icon with a small circle? That means it's a complete path, and close it. That's it. Okay, after that just go back to your main mouse click. That's why I made so many guidelines over here to make it quite accurate. So I can do it one way is just by putting over here. See, this way it's not going to be really accurate. So let's put it over here. Okay, that's one way, and then put the next one over here and connect them. Let's check this one. Let's see. Control V, Control C, Control V. Oops, I got Control C, Control V. Let's see this one. Not bad. It's better. So I hold Control. I hold Shift on the keyboard and I'm rotating. It's giving me better rotation. So this is quite okay. Okay, let's select both. Now let's select on the square, hold Shift on the keyboard and select this new piece that we did it. Okay, or start with it and hold Shift and select the square. After that, go to the Pathfinder. If you cannot find it, go to window over here and click on it and select this second icon, which is minus front, and it's going to deduct the front piece over here. Now for this piece, I just need to make sure it is in the middle. So it is between 30 and 50. Let's put just a guide in 30 and another between 50. Okay, and then just that's it. Set it in between properly. Okay, and then now hold this piece, hold Shift on the keyboard and click on this square. Go back again to the same Pathfinder. This time we need to go to the merge icon or the unite icon, and you can see it got united fully. Okay, the color is gone, so I'm going to undo it and I'm going to copy this hexadecimal color number and then I'm going to unite them. After uniting, let's go to the green here, Control V and okay. All right, we got the piece that we wanted. Let's do Control and save it. They asked us to save it with the name jig template followed with your center number and candidate number, and make sure it is in CSV file format. One problem with the CSV file format that in the older versions the CSV file used to not got saved into your location. So you think you saved it, you're done, but you will find out that it is not saved. This happened to me personally, and it happened to some of the students as well. Not everyone, but this usually happened in the old versions of Adobe Illustrator. In the recent version, I'm using 2024. I didn't face this problem currently, but in the older version, it happens sometimes, not always though. Okay, now let's go and save it. So File, Export, Save As or Export As. For saving this, I have a shortcut. I just set a shortcut. You might not find it, but for me, I set it, and I will put a description in the description and link to show you how you can set those shortcuts by yourself. So let's go to Export, put the name, and make sure you selected SVG file. So export it, and make sure go back to that folder and make sure that it is saved in that specific location. Okay, one last thing I usually do is saving the file itself. I usually told my students to save this file. I'm also going to tell you to save it as a project itself, because in case you want to adjust something or you find there is a mistake, you can easily go back to your project and modify it. It already includes the guides, everything, so you won't have any hassle at that time of the exam. I'm going to save it with AI or PDF. PDF also can be opened easily in Illustrator, so you can just save it. Okay, I need to change the name back again. So better to save it with the same name, so you will know this work is related with this picture. Okay, for the next one is fit 4 copies of jig template image to show us like this one, and then we need to save it as PNG format with the name 4 pieces. So let's get back again to here, I don't need this one, so let's close it. Let's go to File, New. So it's going to be 4 pieces, so 2 next to each other, so the width this time will be doubled, 180, and the height as those small pieces going to be also together, meshed together, so it's going to be as well 160. Okay, now we need to bring those pieces over here. I shouldn't close the previous file. Let me just open it back again, and I'm going to do Control C, Control V, okay, Control V for another. I'm going to hold now Shift on the keyboard and rotate it. Shift can help you to rotate it quite easily. Okay, so it's fitting very well, quite properly, as we use the guides and we use the same parts, get the same pieces. So let's okay, that's it. And then let's save it with the name for piece. So let's get back again and then save it with the save export as. This time we're going to put this name for pieces and save it as a PNG format. Export it, and let's go and check it. You can see over here, and it's quite a square. Can you see the dimensions? And I'm going to save as well this file or project file, and I'm going to save it as a PDF file as well. Alright, so let me save this. So let's get back again to the question paper. So B, that whole part was A, and now this is a B part. So open tier PNG in a graphics application software. Use the jig template image. Jig was the first one, this one. So what we need to do, we need to cut this tier PNG image into 4 pieces. Okay, so let's have a look at the tier PNG. So this is our tier PNG. What we need to do, we need to take those jig puzzle pieces and cut it into 4 sections. Alright, so let's go and create a new work over here. Yeah, we can keep it with the same dimension. And let's bring the tier picture over here. Let's try to fit it over here. Okay, great. Let's go to the layers. Here, layers are going to be very important. Okay, now let's bring one piece from the jig template. Let's put it over here. It's not here. I can just take it from here, Control C. So one piece will be here. Let's set them. Okay, to make it easier, let's take all these 4 pieces because they're already arranged properly. And let's paste it over here. Okay, so you can see I have this layer and each of those jig templates. What I'm going to do, I am going to make a copy of this 3 more times. Out of this one. So select over this dot, Control C, Control V, one more time V, third time V. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to set behind each puzzle one more background. Okay, just make sure those backgrounds are on the right place. So you can see some of them are not in the right place. All right, let's ignore, or let's set them. I'm going to hide the yellow pieces just to make sure these pieces are on the right place. So let's put the first one properly. Let's hide it, make sure this one is also proper. Okay, now make them appear, make sure they're in the right place, not moving. Okay, great. You can see all of them are back now. So what I'm going to do now, let's hide the others. Let's keep the one layer and one piece puzzle. I'm going to select both, hold shift and select both of them. After that, come here, right click and click on make clipping mask. Can you see you got the first portion? Make the second other layers also appear. You can hide this layer if you want and select this one, hold shift and select another, and then go back, right click and make clipping mask. So far we got two pieces. Hide them. Let's go to the third layer and select them as well, right click and clipping mask. Hide it. We have one last layer left, so select both layers, right click and make clipping mask. Let's make all of them appear back again. Here we go. We got this same picture back again, but with each separated into a puzzle or a separate puzzle. Okay, what we need to do now, we need to save it. So save each piece as a PNG file named tier piece 1, so on. So, but here, be careful which piece is named with what name or with what number. And the whole picture fitting together will be named as 4 PNGs. So let's save this one first. Let's go to File, Control V, and make sure it is PNG. Okay. And I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to save the whole project as well. So let's save the project. You can keep it as a PDF file. Okay. Now let's save each piece separately. So I have this piece, so I'm going to name it as, this piece is as tier piece 1. It is going to be also PNG. So go back again. Don't care about the dimension over here because PNG is usually going to crop it according to the size and make the background transparent. So save it. Have a look at it now. You're going to see, you get it? See, it is separated. And then we have the second piece, the right side one. So I'm going to make sure, not this one, not this one, this one. So go and save it back again. And make sure it is with 2. Okay, the third one will be the left in the bottom, the left bottom one. This one. So let's save it. Okay. And this one is going to be number 4. Right, we got all the 4 pieces. After that, let's go back again to the question paper. We're done. And we're done. The later part is going to be the animation, and is going to be posted the next video. You will be able to see it in the link description, or it might appear on your screen. So if you have any comment or any questions related with the graphic design, you may put it in the comment section. I'm done. خلصتي الأكل؟ أيوة. Always waiting for you with the happy coffee. When you try, don't want to eat it. Yes, Mama tried to make it for you. Huh? Not fair.